Come on, father. Admit that all this training is a complete waste of time. We both know that I'm more than strong enough to fight the Empire. So why won't you allow me to prove my strength in battle? I'm weary of skulking from place to place in the dead of night as though we were petty thieves. We must stand up and fight, father. We have to. Ow, what was that for? To demonstrate that much knowledge, that much training yet lies before you. But you struck me when I wasn't ready, father. That's hardly fair. On the field of battle, fair knows not who the deserving are, Bastion. It is a lesson you must learn. I still say that you cheated. Hey, you two. Didn't you see the smoke in the air? Bastion, Kamorge. The village is under siege by soldiers of the Empire. I counted at least 4 Imperials before Puck and I came to find you. One building has already been set ablaze in the chaos. You must stop those thugs from doing any more harm. Don't fret, Milea. Of course we'll stop them. Are they ready, Puck? Ready and waiting, Bastion. Excellent. Let's go. Damn the Empire. Damn them for finding us again. Father, I simply can't wait to slay these wretched dogs. Do not allow your anger to judge your good judgment. Forget your emotions. Remember your training. Fight with honor. I know, Father, I know. But now is the time for me to use that training for just such an honorable purpose. Stay close as we engage the enemy, Bastion. Keep me within your line of sight at all times. This is your first big test. Do not disappoint me. Of course, Father. I shall make you proud. Proud enough that perhaps you can reserve that stick for someone else. Stop terrorizing these innocent villagers, you filthy swine. Warriors of Junaris Empire stop for no one. Sir, these appear to be the rogues we were sent to find. Are you certain? I was expecting mercenaries, not peasants. You may injure them, but do not kill them, or Faulkner will have all our heads. Alright, so let's get the goal for this stream series set. We are basically going to go straight into the ruin route, and in order to do that, we needed a loads game save file loaded up from the options. You'll see that in the beginning of the stream. And from there, you need to start a new game. The key is to remember that you need to get that load save file and start a new game. At chapter 11, at the end of it, we'll get a choice in order to actually get into the ruin route. But for everything before chapter 11, we're going to need to do the kingdom route again. And the only characters we're going to bring with us to the ruin route is Reyna and Bastion. So we need to make sure they are as strong as possible, or they get all the experience from the kills. And one more important thing, we're going to make sure Bastion learns all his abilities as quick as possible, because once we get to Dion's test, that is the hardest mission in the entire game, because Bastion's going to be fighting absolutely alone against massively powerful enemies. Okay, so we're going to move Bastion up about here. I'm taking a new pathway. Usually I move up all the way and then have basically block that the pathway between the hedges and have all the Imperials come towards me, and from there I would just attack normally. So the Imperials are going to end up blocking the hedge. Well, not blocking the hedge, but Kamorge is going to take the other spot as he normally does, and from there he's going to do a lot of damage. Bastion is just going to keep he's just going to sit here because Kamorge is going to hit that Imperial one more time and do a lot more damage. It's just like the old saying, Reyna, where there's smoke, there's the Imperial army. Look over there, Father. 2 more Imperial ATACs. I would not be so quick as to assume they are affiliated with the Empire. Fear not, brave villagers. We shall save your humble homes from these heartless bastards. How are we to know that you're not mercenaries hired by the Empire? Mercenaries, we fight for the glory of the Avalon Principality, my friend, not for filthy lucre. And do you really think the Empire would approve the color of my ATAC? Perhaps you'll believe us after we finish these annoyances for you. Wait a second. So if you pick that, then Bastion doesn't say, you mean when Father and I, right? Okay, so if we attack now, Kamorge should hit that Imperial one last time. And from there, the HP should be... Okay, maybe not. The HP should be low enough that Kamorge would not finish off the Imperial. Okay, he's attacking the wrong person. I may have did an alteration to my original plan, but we'll see. Okay, he died. I lost him. Okay, let's see here. So we're gonna have to hit, at least get one kill here. Things are not working out already, but that's okay. We still have lots of time to get as many kills as possible. So key thing to remember is AI allies can and will defeat enemies, and from there you lose the experience that you could have gotten from them. And another tip that I've never seen talked about ever is when you attack from behind, you get far less experience than you would if you attack from the front. Isn't that fascinating? So let's say attack from the behind and attack from the side. Attack from the side will get you more experience than attack from behind, but attack from the front will get you more experience than attack from the side. It actually is a substantial amount, so always defeating an enemy from the front is imperative to getting max experience and using your strongest attack at that. So those are two things you should always try and remember. Okay, so that Imperial is locked down. He's not going to be able to... We're not going to be able to take that Imperial anymore. You fight well for an old man, but I harbor no respect for my elders. That's like a dialogue that pops up every time Kamorge attacks. Let's go ahead and thrust. There we go. And let's go behind him. We don't want like Kamorge taking a kill. Let's go ahead and end here. And they're still going to keep attacking the Imperial 1. Okay, so if I attack this one, let's see. We're going to check turns now. So Ione's next. Ione's probably going to attack Imperial 1. Imperial 3 will attack someone, and then Kamorge comes up next. So we might be in a situation where we need to actually attack. So let's attack from the front so that we get the experience. So we get the extra experience. Interesting. Okay, Kamorge is taking that kill. This is a very interesting AIs. I don't understand why they make some moves versus other moves. Sometimes they go for kills, sometimes they don't. It's very odd. Okay, so we got one kill. Victory is ours, father. Those savages had no need to destroy this house. Hello, my name is Ione. I am a member of the Avalon Defense Corps. And I am Reyna. It's a pleasure to meet such skilled fighters. The Avalon Defense Corps, aren't you allies of the Fruah Kingdom? Yes, our combined forces have been battling the Empire for ages. It is my pleasure to meet such beautiful women as you two. Pardon me? Reyna and I had been tracking these Imperials for several days, and when we saw a pillar of black smoke on the horizon, we knew that they were the cause of it. We are most grateful to both of you for your timely assistance. You're quite welcome, sir. I relish any opportunity to kick the Junaris Empire where it hurts. I still can't believe they would attack a village of innocents. I have a question. Do either of you know a man by the name of Galvis Darid? Galvis, the corps commander of the Fruah Kingdom? Yes. Of course we know him. We're here on his orders. He is considered a living legend by most members of the corps. I have nothing but respect for him. I'm curious, what leads you to inquire about Galvis? I must speak with him at the earliest possible opportunity of a debt which must be repaid. Galvis is quite wealthy, sir. How has he come to owe you anything? His debt is not monetary, Ione. That is all you need to know. I would strongly disagree with you on that point. My apologies, sir. I did not seek to offend you. An old man like me is very rarely offended, Ione, but your apology is accepted nonetheless. Thank you, sir. How much time will you and your friends need to prepare before we depart? Ione, we can't take this man to see Galvis. We don't even know him. We do not know him, Reyna, but we can certainly trust him. You only need to look into his eyes to realize that. Thank you for your trust, Ione. Now, I owe a debt to you as well. Father, have you forgotten about the fate of this village? What will happen when the Empire sends more soldiers here? This village will be quite safe after we depart, Bastion. And how can you be so confident of that, Father? Because you and I are the cause of this ruin, Bastion. What? What do you mean, Father? I don't understand. Those soldiers said they were looking for rogues. And they found us, Bastion. They found me. What are you saying? Why is the Empire searching? Do you or do you not want to fight the Empire, Bastion? Of course I do, Father, but... Then cease your rambling and begin preparations for our journey. Father, wait! Why won't you at least explain what's going on? Father... Your Highness, the Imperial Princess. I am, as always, honored simply to be in your holy presence, Sadira. What business brings you to my chambers on this wondrous day? Dispense with your pretentiousness, Faulkner. I demand answers. Certainly, Highness, but first you must supply a question. Silence, Faulkner. The band of rogues you call soldiers are flagrantly violating the laws of the Empire. I'm told some have even deserted our armies and begun to rob the citizens they were sworn to protect. I will inform my sergeants of this terrible news at once, Sadira. Your sergeants? From what I have been told, they not only allow this behavior, but often condone it. That's why I must travel to our border zones as soon as possible. I plan to observe the despicable actions of these troops myself, and to severely punish those among them who would harm my people. I only hope that you're able to guard the Imperial Palace while I'm gone. I shall burn this palace to the ground, you spoiled little wench. But it would be more prudent to follow you to the border zones, just in case. The last word we received was that Galvas was stationed in Araba Castle. It's located near the border between the kingdom and the Empire. You'll be in danger. We can defend ourselves. Are you really certain about all this, Ione? Because I'm not. Need I remind you once again that we know nothing about this man? I understand your concern, Reyna, but we know that we can trust him. I also know that he can hold his own on a battlefield. Most importantly, we know that his son is quite attractive. What was that? Nothing. Heh. I should also admit that I am very curious about Kamorge. As am I. What is this great debt Galvas owes him? And for how long have they known each other? Ah, well, that's gossip best kept for another time. The faster we make our way through the Empire, the sooner we will have the answers we want. Well, yes, but it's so much fun to gossip, Ione. Oh, perfect. Damn it, that last battle has played havoc with the controls of my ATAC. I apologize, Kamorge, but I can't continue on until I can determine which systems are inoperative. Perhaps we can assist you in that regard, Ione. Of course we can. Puck, have a look and see what you can do. You got it, Bastion. Are you kidding me? This vertically challenged tyke is a mechanic? The laws against child labor are quite strict, remember? Puck is not a boy, Reyna. He's almost a man. Besides, he's the most amazing tech you'll meet. My ATAC would have fallen to pieces long ago without him. Says you. Geez, Bastion, why don't you lay it on a little thicker? Aw, Puck, I've not embellished your raw talents one bit, and you know it. Well then, Puck, I'll be honored if you chose to assist me. No problem. Let's go. You are a man of very few words, aren't you, Kamorge? Indeed. So tell me, Bastion, it seems that you move around quite a bit. Doesn't that get hard? Yes, it is difficult. I doubt there's a place on the continent where we haven't lived at some point. Well then, how did Milea come to be in your company? Both of my parents were slain by soldiers of the Empire when I was very young. Kamorge had been a good friend of my family and took me in as one of his own. Oh, Milea, I'm so sorry. I really didn't mean to cause you any pain. Don't be silly, Reyna, and please don't apologize. After all, how could you have known? Besides, I couldn't have had a better life than the one Kamorge has given to me. Jeez, that was too easy. All I had to do was patch up the bipolar circuits and tweak the Cortex modulator. Sounds like your little genius has finished his repair work. Thank you very much, Puck. I'll go and run a few diagnostic programs before we depart. Boy, he is good. The very best engineers in the Avalon Corps don't even work that fast. I said as much earlier, remember? Yes. Oh, I forgot to ask how Puck ended up with you as well. Puck was apprenticing with one of my father's friends, who is an engineer. He's traveling with us to test what he's learned thus far in real-life situations. And I assure you, there aren't many situations we haven't been in lately. It's okay, Bastion. I really don't mind fixing your ATAC all the time. I'm starting to get the picture. It's a perfect arrangement. Father and I battle against the Empire. Puck repairs our ATACs and allows me to pull wedgies on him when the mood strikes, and Milea cooks and cleans up after us. Like I said, it's perfect. No. It'll be perfect if you manage to belch out a thank you now and then to show some respect. I appreciate what you do, Milea. You know that. Well, it wouldn't hurt to tell me every now and again. Sounds reasonable to me. Attention everyone, Kamorge and I have seen a battle forming in the distance. There isn't any time to waste. We must mobilize at once. Excellent. We can strike against the Empire on their own wretched turf. We must keep our wits about us as we descend into the conflict. Yes, caution is the best course of action. It may already be too late for the Empire's poor prey. If we are careless, we shall become victims as well. Heads up. Let's go.